Spring commencement ceremony. So if everybody could go ahead and start taking their seats, and we'll be welcoming our graduates here in just a moment, okay? All right, we will be welcoming our graduates in just a moment. all of the friends and family of our wonderful, amazing graduates. Welcome to our Charter College Spring 2024 Commencement Ceremony. Let me introduce myself. I'm Angela McCary. I'm the Eastern Washington Regional Campus Manager, also known as Mama Bear. Pasco is my home campus, and so it's a special delight for me to stand up here and stare out at all of my kids that are graduating today. It's been an incredible journey with these guys, and I'm very, very, very proud of them. So I want to thank all of you for being here to celebrate that in this journey that your graduates have taken. They have sacrificed a lot and did a lot of work, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of tears, blood, sweat, and tears, literally, in some of the med lab especially, to be here tonight. So thank you guys for being here and being a part of this momentous event with us. So, without further ado, we're going to ask Ms. Promise Duvall to join us here on stage to sing our national anthem. Ms. Promise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the free?
Awesome. Thank you, Promise. All right, everyone, be seated. So first off, I'd like to introduce some of the individuals that we have on our stage with us tonight. So we have your student academic advisor, Ms. Stephanie Solario. Our 2024, some of our graduate speakers who are also faculty. Our esteemed, amazing faculty. Please stand up, everybody. And then with us, we also have our keynote speaker with us this evening, the Honorable Franklin County District Court Judge, Judge Trinity Orosco. And I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry, guys. But, you know, as I look out at you guys, I'm going to do it. You know, it's an amazing transformation that takes place. And I remember that first charter welcome when every single one of you I met for the first time. And that look of kind of fear, anticipation, anxiety, what have I got myself to? And it's going to take forever. And I tell you, in every charter welcome, it's going to fly by in the blink of an eye. And you looked at me like I was crazy, but here we go, and all of you say the same thing. It flew by. You did it. You made it. And I'm very proud of you. And I know how hard each and every one of you worked. And your instructors, myself, your advisors, we applaud you for your efforts. So, at this point, I would like to invite one of our most important students, who's also one of our outstanding instructors, and a very long-time sister of mine, Miss Brooke Burnett, to the stage.
Good evening. It is an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as a member of Charter College's faculty, but also a graduate myself. I genuinely believe the hardest times in our lives teach us the biggest lessons, and we find out who we really are. 6 years ago, I was living in another state, and the life I knew blew up in my face. I knew I had to leave that environment if I wanted to have a chance of having a good life and to get clean. Today, I'm a grateful recovering addict. Before moving back home, I had applied for an instructor job at Charter College because I had worked there before. I accepted a position as an adjunct instructor for the MA program. I called a friend and I asked, "Can I come back and stay in your house, please?" When I arrived on her doorstep, I had my dogs and my clothes, and that was it. I had never been more broken in my entire life. I knew I had to put my life back together. I was the only person who could. I kept putting one foot in front of the other, day after day. I rode the bus to work. I took Uber home in the evenings. Occasionally, I could get a ride from a friend. After some time, I got my driver's license back. Next, I bought a car. The rebuilding process had begun. During the rebuilding process, you also get, from time to time, the opportunity to deal with your past. I had some tough challenges to face. I reminded myself from time to time, I did not have to be defined by my past. I kept watching my students going to school, working, and taking care of their families. They showed me how to do this. I had a desire for more in my life, and I decided to go back to school to achieve my bachelor's degree in healthcare administration. The best part was my dear friend Kelly and I did it together side by side. We were both full-time instructors, full-time students, had families and life's obligations. It wasn't easy. I cried with frustration. I was asleep and cried. Worked long hours, but I was determined to finish, and I did. At the very first Pasco Charter College graduation in 2009, I heard something that had always stuck with me. Education is one of the few things in life that no one can ever take from you. Lean into that and embrace the education that you've earned. Congratulations, graduates, let your light shine.
All right, thank you, Brooke. So now I'd like to invite another one of our VIP students and our lead MA instructor, Ms. Kelly Bolstad.
How do I follow up with that one? Wow. Today, as we celebrate our achievements, let us reflect on the journey that brought us here. Each milestone reached, each goal attained, is a testament of our dedication. Each of us have embarked on the journey of learning, growth, and self-discovery during our time here, and it is essential to recognize and honor these milestones we have reached. Let us not forget our achievements are not just individual victories. It is a reflection of our support, encouragement, and guidance we receive from our professors, our mentors, friends, and family. They have believed in us, they have inspired us, and helped us through our high and lows during our journey. So as we stand here today, let us carry forward the lessons and experiences that we've gained. Strive for excellence, pursue our passion, and make a positive impact. Go forth and celebrate today. And remember, today is just the beginning. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly. So next, I am proud to invite invite one of the most personable and delightful young women that I've ever met, and one of our very talented dental assisting students, Ms. Talyn Mueller, to the stage.
Hello, she's shorter than I am. Hello, fellow chartered college graduates, family, friends, and instructors. Now, it seems like it's been a long time coming, but we're finally here to celebrate all our amazing accomplishments that we've done throughout these 10 months. Before charter college, I felt like I was in limbo with my life. I didn't really know what I wanted to be or do for the rest of my life. So after a lot of soul searching and a lot of internet searching, I stumbled upon dental assisting. And after even more researching, finding and reading everything I could, watching what seems like a million YouTube videos, I felt like this is what I was meant to do for the rest of my life. So with that step done, next was finding a school. And with even more research, I stumbled upon charter college. And looking at it, I felt like that this seems like a good place for me. So I made an appointment with the guidance counselor for that Friday. And during that appointment, she told me that there was classes starting that Monday and asked if I would like to participate. With only a moment's hesitation, I said yes because it felt too much like fate to really say no. So with that journey started, it felt like a go, 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 from that meeting to starting classes, to doing those classes, to starting externship. It was all a big blur of studying and going to those classes. And then externship started, and within less than 5 weeks, I was hired there at my externship site. And I'm really thankful for coming to charter college and meeting my instructors who taught me so well and learning amongst my great peers. And I'm also thankful for my family, my parents and siblings especially, for pushing me and really encouraging me to persevere through the school. And I especially want to give a shout out to my grandparents, because without them I never would have been able to go to charter college and really change my life for the better. And I'm really grateful for them for that and love all of them dearly. Thank you.
Thanks, Talyn. Short people problems. All right, so now I'm very, very proud to invite one of my most favorite students, an amazing student. Also, she's the daughter of one of my favorite instructors as well, Miss Sam Winslow.
It's definitely not as personal as the other ones, but I digress. Ladies, gentlemen, distinguished faculty, bewildered parents, and my fellow survivors, against all odds and despite our best efforts to procrastinate, here we are. They said it couldn't be done, and yet we are minutes away from clutching our diplomas like they're the keys to the kingdom, or at least the keys to a decent job. As one of the designated speakers today, I feel like I've won the lottery, or maybe drawn the short stick. depending on how you look at it. But hey, someone's got to fill the awkward silence while we wait for the real fun to begin, right? First off, let's begin by giving a big round of applause to the cafeteria vending machine, our midnight snack savior, thankfully dispensing sustenance to the midnight classes. Let's also take a moment to appreciate the sheer amount of caffeine that has fueled our academic endeavors. Coffee, energy drinks, caffeinated gum, seriously, if there was a Nobel Prize for staying awake in class, we'd be shoo-ins. Now, I know we've all had our fair share of challenges along the way, like our insane amount of homework and studying, with or without the help of Quizlet, or the nearly impossible labs that we barely got through by the skin of our teeth. And amidst the chaos, let's not forget the guiding lights who helped navigate us through the stormy seas of academia, our teachers. They've inspired us, challenged us, and occasionally handed out assignments that made us question our life choices. But through it all, we've been there, shaping our minds and guiding us towards success. I wanted to give a special thanks to Stacy for always being there to boost our confidence and lift our sorrows enough to get through our classes, for always letting us guidance down the right path to success, and for corny dental jokes every week. I would also like to give a thanks to the entire DA staff for their hard work and help along the journey to graduation. Y'all are troopers for putting up with our unique head cases. I would also to my father for his hard work as part of the faculty, for encouraging me to work hard and be a better version of myself. He is a big influence and an inspiration to me, and what I want to be going forward. You're in the top 5 of my heart, Dad. So let's give a big round of applause to those unsung heroes who have made a lasting impact on our lives. But despite the sleepless nights, the questionable cafeteria food, and the occasional existential crisis, we've made it through. And let's be real, if we can survive these past 10 months of college, we can probably survive anything. Zombie apocalypse, anyone? As we stand on the precipice of the new world, let's remember to embrace the chaos, laugh in the face of adversity, and always keep a spare pack of ramen noodles handy, just in case. So here's to us, graduating class of 2024. May our futures be bright, our student loan debts be manageable, and our memories of college be blurry enough to be fondly nostalgic. And as Angie always says, onwards and upwards.
Thanks, Samantha. That was spectacular. All right, so now I'd like to invite one of our HVAC graduates to the stage. He was an exemplary student, a fantastic example to his fellow classmates, a great help to his instructors, and very artistic as well. Mr. Eddie Castillo.
These guys were a lot more prepared than what I was. As my HVAC people know, hey, that's us.
HVAC.
But I do. Congratulations to everybody, to all my fellow graduates. It was hard work coming into this. I was not expecting to know what was going on. Almost about a year ago, lost my job after 19 years being in retail. So it kind of had a change for myself, and I did not know what was going to go on. Thankful I had a lot of staff behind me to encourage me, to keep me going on, letting me know that it would get a lot better. Dwayne, thank you. And to my family that I was never there for the past, almost year, digging and grinding every chance I had with assignments. So thank you to my whole family, from Lindsay encouraging me to go to charter, to my kids not being there, my mom and sister just encouraging me every step of the way. You guys can do whatever you guys want. Thank you for Lorenzo that's not here, our other instructor, giving me a chance to get out in the field. I think he more just wanted not to let nobody else pick me up in the field. He's seen what he was going to miss out on, so I think that's the real reason. But I do appreciate all you guys up here and my fellow graduates. You guys keep going on.
All right, thanks, Eddie. So now I'm going to invite one of our CMA students. She was one of my federal work study students. She's a very proud mama and an amazing student, Miss Krista Bayer.
So when I first started at Charter, I had wanted to do something more meaningful and do something better in my life than I was give my family and myself a reason to be proud of who I am today. I struggled with addiction during the pandemic and I lost everything. After a year, I decided to take my life back and be better than I ever was. I opened my laptop and I applied at Charter, and within the hour, I got a call about joining the spring quarter. It was started 4 days after. I walked into Charter scared but ready. There were times I wanted to quit and give up because I didn't think I was good enough. And I remember crying at our dining room table. I looked up at my mom and she said, "Remember who you're doing this for." I looked at my kids and I wiped my tears and I got back to my home. I don't think she realizes that her comment played in my head every day. I love you, Mom. Not only did my mom cheer me on, the faculty did as well. To be honest, I could not have reached my goals without the support from my amazing family, staff, and classmates that all turned into friends. The admin that refused to let my class depend.
Thanks, Krista. All right, so now I'm going to ask Ms. Emma Marie Deming to come to the stage. She is also one of our CMA graduates, an amazing young lady, and I'm very proud of her. Emma?
I completely did not write up anything because I'm with that's my husband's what am I going to say? But going to charter college was not something that I dwelled on forever. It was actually something that I woke up one morning with the thought of I need something to do for my family. I have 3 kids. And I was working in a job I felt called to do. I was a preschool teacher, but I also felt like my calling there was ending and that I was being called to go do something else. And so when I woke up one morning and felt that I needed to do something for my family, I had been thinking about the healthcare field for a long time, and I Googled healthcare school near me, and then charter college was the first thing that came up. And as soon as I had filled out my application, not as soon as, a few hours, I did get that call, and I almost didn't answer it. But again, there was something inside me saying, you need to answer this phone call. And so I did, without talking to my husband, and then started the ball rolling, and I didn't tell him about it till it was all said and done. And he did not get mad at me. He did not put me down. In fact, he did the opposite and said, okay. For a stickler for money, I was pretty surprised that he was perfectly okay with me just doing that. So my heart was thumping. I had passed the first step. And so I got an email saying, okay, you're ready for a charter welcome. Okay, my heart was thumping again. And then I showed up, and then I made it through that, and then the next step was done. And I was told I start in June or July, some J month. And then the first day came, and my heart was pumping. Made it through the first day of class, and then that step was done. And I do remember thinking, this is going really fast. And then it ended on my last day of class. Again, my heart was pumping, but I made it through. And now, standing up here, completely unprepared, if you couldn't tell, my heart is pumping, but I'm making it through. And so did we. Trying to get through school was next to impossible. I remember crying on my husband's shoulder so many times saying, I can't do this, I can't make it, this is too hard, it was a lot of work. And I remember so many times when my daughter would be stuck on my leg crying because I had to go to school. And then I remembered that those 4 people, my 2 daughters, my son, and my husband were who I was doing this for. And it was not easy. Going full-time in school, being a full-time mom, then hitting my night classes, I was exhausted, as I'm sure all of you understand. But we made it through. Thank goodness it's over. I remember the first day of externship, being completely nervous, didn't know where to go. I was in so many departments, but I made it through. And finally, the day is here where we get to graduate and officially have it behind us. I needed to take a deep breath. That's what I remember telling myself when I came up. I finally made it through. So, honey, I love you. Thank you for telling me I could do it, for always encouraging me. And I hope my babies are proud of me up here, because I'm doing this for them.
All right, and now I want to ask our final student speaker, another one of our CMA graduates, Ms. Juliana Moreno.
Good evening, teachers, parents, family members, and of course, the class of 2024. My name is Juliana Moreno, a 19-year-old girl. I'm nervous. Everything I do and will do is for my handsome baby. As I look into the crowd, I see faces of people who have helped me become who I am today. I also want to take the time and thank the teachers for guiding us and allowing us to become the best versions of ourselves while always rooting for us here at Charter College, especially Heidi. I graduated high school just 10 months ago with a 6-month-old baby at the time, and now I'm in front of a stage graduating again just at the age of 19 while being a mom. I have learned in life that everything happens to us for a reason. When my parents arrived in this country over 30 years ago, they had no idea what their life would become. They simply knew that one day they would make something of themselves. They both sacrificed so much in order to give my brothers, myself, a life they never had. I cannot find the right words to express the gratitude I have towards my parents. I would like to thank God for helping me achieve my dreams, and also the most important people in my life, both my parents, my boyfriend, and my baby. This is for you. To my dad who has always believed in his little girl, he has always taught me to chase for my dreams no matter how big or how small they were. To my mom who since I was little would tell me I could grow up to be anything I wanted to be. And to my baby and my boyfriend who I've spent hours and days away from, thank you for being my biggest support system. If you take anything from this speech, let it be this. Anything you put your mind to, you can and will achieve. Congratulations.
All right, now I'm going to invite our keynote speaker to the stage. This individual, she was elected to serve as Franklin County District Court Judge starting in January of 2023. And she is, after serving over 13 years as a criminal defense attorney. She is also a native Tri-Citian, raising her 3 children with her husband here. And throughout her career, she has been a very strong advocate for social justice issues, and her involvement within our community is very extensive. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Judge Trinity Orosco to the stage.
Well, good evening. This is actually the biggest, or largest group of people that I've ever spoken in front of, which is kind of odd, but we had a 7-year-old girl come up here and sing, so I think I could probably do it. Ever since I was asked to speak here tonight, I've been fretting over what I'm going to say, because people are usually funny, entertaining, witty, they have something important to say, and you always connect with their message, and then in a couple days you forget their message, but you know it was kind of good. Instead of trying to be all those things, I'm going to do what I tell my kids, and just be yourself. And that's all we want to do, right, is be ourselves. So I'm going to give you a little bit of my story, just so you can see where and how I got where I'm at. But before I get started, I want you guys to all think about these questions. And raise your hands if you're comfortable. If you're not, don't, but think about it. Who here is a parent? And do we have any single parents? What about some teen parents? And is anyone helping take care of their family members, grandparents, parents, doing anything to support their family? Now raise your hand if you missed some sleep in order to get through school. Sounds like we had a lot of caffeine, a lot of missed sleep. Who's here on their 2nd or even 3rd career? And there's a few of them I've heard. Who's here as a 1st generation? Person, obviously, seeking your higher education. So somebody who's going past high school. It's amazing. And who here feels that they've achieved their goals because of the support of friends and family? And finally, who is considering continuing your education after those? There you go. Okay, now I want you all to think about that and how many hands went up while I tell you my story. It's a little different. It's not the traditional way that you would think I would get here. In my senior year of high school, everyone asked you in high school, what do you want to be when you grow up? And my answer was always, I'm going to be an OB nurse. That was my goal, because I want to take care of babies, and I want to help people. I didn't really have anything deeper than that. I just wanted to help people and take care of babies. Then the summer after high school, right after I graduated, I got pregnant. And I knew I had a choice, and I chose to have my baby. And I'm not a very good pregnant person. But I still was going to power through, and I was going to be an OB nurse. So I was in CBC, and I was sick, and I was tired, and I was struggling, and I wasn't doing very well. But I was still pushing through. And I registered for biology. Now, you think about a lawyer, judge now, science and that law don't go together. And I took a night class on top of that. Whose bright idea was to do that? I don't know, but apparently it was mine. And it was ready to do it until I wasn't. I continually fell asleep in class. I was sick. I didn't have the energy to study. I was doing awful. And this is where the story gets good. At the time it wasn't good, but now it's good. After those first few weeks, I went to my counselor, an old man, and I told him my predicament. And he's been advising me for years, and he looked at me and he said, well, you're not going to do anything. You can go to secretary school or you can go to paralegal school. Now, you don't expect that from your counselor, and it doesn't sound like you have counselors like that at charter college, but in the 90s, we sure had those counselors. And because I thought the paralegal sounded cool, and I think the TV back then was doing a lot of law stuff, I was like, I'm going to dress up and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to go to court, it's going to be so much fun. Turns out I excelled in those courses. I was a paralegal, I was doing really well, and I got a job, and my boss was amazing, and she encouraged me and gave me way more responsibilities than I was used to, and I thought I could handle, but I did. She believed in me. And after I graduated my paralegal degree, I had a number of attorneys say, you should take the clerkship program. which I'm like, what is that? And I researched it, and it turns out if you have a BA, you can study under a lawyer, you can become an attorney. You can take the test. You don't take the test now, but you can take the test at the time. And I looked into that, and I discovered that you can't go outside of Washington State. And I was convinced I was going to move and change the rule. I'm going to go to Hawaii, I'm going to go to California, because that's where everyone wants to go, right? And I'm still here, so that didn't happen. But I decided, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back to school. So I went back to CBC, because you get your paralegal. You don't actually get an AA, you just get a paralegal degree. And then I went to WSU Tri-Cities, and I was back in night classes. But I had one shot at law school. That was it. Gonzaga. It had to be Gonzaga. Not because I was like, go Zags, which I am now. But because my husband at the time lived here, and he had a good job. And I can't ask him to give up his job to go with me, take my child, and go to law school. I have family in Spokane. They were going to help me with my child. It was really great. In the summer of 2004, I signed up to take the October LSAT law school admission test. But then I got pregnant again. And to answer my grandma's question, yes, I know how that happens. Wasn't stopping it. A few months, pregnant, sick, taking the test, and I knew I bombed it. There was no way I did well. I even wrote a little letter. I'm sorry I'm pregnant. I didn't really do very well. I got the results back. I filled out that one law school application, mailed it, I prayed, and I got accepted, pending completion of WSU. And I was ready to do that, but then another snag came through. My beautiful baby girl, who is sitting right here, was born on a Thursday. I had finals the next Monday. So we had a baby, went home, and went back to finals. That wasn't the best idea, but I passed, and it was great. So I started law school with a 4-month-old, 7-year-old, struggled to be a mom, student, a daughter, a granddaughter. I cried in the closet a lot because you don't want your kids to see you cry. So you go to the closet, it's an obvious place. After 9 years of education, which should have been done in 7, I was an attorney. And now it's surreal to me that I'm talking to you as a judge because that was not on the bucket list. At no time was I saying, I'm going to go be a judge. I'm like, I'm going to be a criminal defense attorney. I'm going to help people. And then, here I am. The trajectory of my life changed because one old man didn't believe in me. And the reason I did amount to something was because I didn't give up and I believed in me. I stopped listening to what people thought about me. Instead, I did what I thought was right, and I relied on God to accomplish what I do. And the trajectory of your lives may change here shortly. You may get a year into your career and say, this is amazing, this is my calling, I'm going to do more. You may get there and say, I don't like this. I'm going to go back to school and do something different. That's okay. There's no right way as long as you're moving forward. You're all here today because you believed in yourself and you didn't give up. You have all maybe taken a non-traditional route. You may start your education later in life. You may be on a second career. You may be a teen parent. You may be a parent. You may have a husband at home who's supporting you in going back to school. You may have taken longer than average to finish school. That was me, and yet here I am. What you all have in common is you didn't give up. When things were hard, you didn't give up. When you were tired, you didn't give up. When you had too much caffeine, you didn't give up. And who knows, in maybe 20 years, you're going to be up here, and you're going to be talking to the class of, 2044, and you're going to be encouraging those people not to give up. The message I want to leave you with is cheesy but true. Everyone expects the commencement ceremony to have cheesy messages. Each one of you can do anything as long as you keep trying and never give up. My grandpa used to tell me all the time, when you were walking, when you were little, walking was hard. You struggled to figure that out. You fell down. But you figured it out. You're all going to figure it out. So congratulations to you and your accomplishments. No one can take this away from you. You earned it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Judge. We appreciate you being here so very much. All right, guys, so now we're getting down to the fun part. Woo-hoo. All right, so now we're going to recognize some of our, a lot of our graduates for outstanding performance. So our graduates that are wearing gold honor cords are being recognized for having a GPA of 3.7 or higher while in school. So all of my honors graduates, please stand up. Outstanding job, you guys. All right, and all of our students, so if you see our graduates are wearing green cords. So those green cords signify that they are now employed in their field of study. So all of my graduates with green employment cords, please stand up and be recognized. All right. And then one of our most important groups that we want to recognize tonight, they're wearing red, white, and blue cords. And these are signifying our veterans. So would my graduates that are veterans, please stand up and be recognized. Also, if we have any veterans in the audience, would you please rise as well? Thank you for your service. So next, we have a President's Award. These are a special medal of distinction that we award to our graduates who have maintained a GPA of 4.0 throughout their program. And that is no easy task, let me tell you what. So, without further ado, I'm going to call up our Presidential Honors winners. So, Miss Samantha Winslow. Celine Mueller. Lorna Nunez. Christopher Hernandez. All right. So now we're going to start presenting our diplomas. So, Stephanie, Raphael, all right, so we're going to begin with presenting our Bachelor of Science degrees in Business Administration and Healthcare Administration.
Kelly Bolstead. I would like to thank my husband, my daughter, family, and friends for the continuous love, support, encouragement, and seeing me through this time in my life. I appreciate and love each one of you so much. A special thanks to Brooke for always being my support sister and helping me through those hard classes. Brooke Burnett. I would like to thank my family, my friends, my colleagues, and each one of my students who showed me how this is done. Diana Durón Gutiérrez. Gracias a mi mamá y mi papá por todos sus consejos. Esto no fuera posible sin ustedes. También gracias a mis abuelitos, mi novio y mis hermanitos. Por todo su amor y apoyo. Lo hicimos, Diana.
All right, now we will present associate degrees in the following programs. Associate of Business Administration and Associate of Applied Technology.
Devon Gaines. I would like to supporting me on completing my associate's degree. Also my online instructors and on-campus instructors for presenting this opportunity to me. Anthony Hill. I would like to thank my wife, Margie, for being my biggest supporter throughout this journey. She pushes me to follow my dreams and never give up. To my beautiful wife, children, and mother, I love you and I thank you for inspiring me to be a better version of myself. Juanita Piñeda. Quiero agradecer a mi familia y esposo por apoyarme incondicionalmente a lograr mi meta.
All right, moving on, our dental assistants.
Kendra Candanazo. Candanosa. I'd like to thank my parents and fiance for always pushing me to get through school. And I'd like to thank my sons for giving me motivation. This is for you guys, for us, and for our future mommy who loves you with all her heart. Mackenzie Orosco. Mariah Mackenzie Orosco. I would like to thank all who have supported me in my journey. It has been quite a long ride, but I did it from being a student to becoming an employed dental assistant. Vanessa Villa. Gracias a mi familia por todo su apoyo. Los amo. Rajes Bari Alonso. Gracias a mi familia y amigos por el apoyo. Thanks to my instructors for teaching me so much and all the support. Gracias por todo el amor y apoyo y lo mejor está por llegar. Caitlin Cayo. I want to thank Sam for pushing me to continue, my brother and sister-in-law for keeping me motivated, and my mom for believing in me and all of her help. Samantha Winslow. I want to thank my mom and dad for pushing me to continue and finish. Esther Aguilar. Bianca Gonzalez. Andrea Guevara. Shout out to my family for always supporting me in all. And shout out to my boyfriend for always believing in me. Taylin Muir. Emily Garcia.
All right, certificate and age bag. Come on in.
Rodolfo Ortiz. First of all, I want to thank my parents and girlfriend for supporting me. Also to all my instructors for teaching me everything about HVAC. Thank you. Miguel Ortiz. I would like to thank my family for always supporting me through these 10 months of school. It was well worth it, and I can finally say I did it. And thank you to all my instructors for helping me and teaching me everything I need to know about HVAC. Eddie Castillo. Geraldi Travis. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Your support has been my guiding light through this journey. To my two uncles who not only provided me a home, but also constant encouragement every step of the way. I owe you more than words can express. To my aunt, your support has been unwavering and so precious. And to all of my family who came to celebrate with me tonight, your presence makes this moment even more special. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and lastly, happy birthday, Dad. Thank you for sharing your day with me. and my instructors for everything. Casey Pancake. I want to thank my little but big sister, Caitlin Palmer Martini, for always being the best big sister you can ask for. You have always been my biggest supporter. I know I can always count on you for being there for me. And to my brother Kyle, I get it. You get better grades than me when you graduated from here. You got the brains and I got the looks. Thank you for always being there for me. And to my mama, I know your baby boy hasn't always been perfect, but it never has changed the way you love me. I love you. Thank you guys for never giving up on me. And to Charter, thank you for putting up with my loud mouth. To the teaching staff, I will always cherish all of our inside jokes. You guys are amazing. Pablo Verduzco. Pablo, de la familia Verduzco. Diego Contreras. Zaya Lin. I'd like to thank all of my family for helping me and always being there for me. Curtis Page. Christopher Hernandez. Spencer Claybrook. I'd like to thank my wife's parents and my parents for all their help and support while I was in school. Casey Simpson. Shout out to my mom and sisters and grandma and grandpa for never doubting me even when I was doubting myself. Mr. Shannon Coleman, Mr. Ian and Mrs. Andrew. If not for you guys, I wouldn't have got here today. I didn't even care. You didn't have to even care, sorry, and you all stood by my side without hesitation. I value and hold this, and I hold this, and this is priceless. Thank you all and I owe you my life, and you helped me create for the future. Simpson family. James Thompson. I would like to take this moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to Charter and everyone who contributed today to my academic journey here. Big thanks to my kids and the mother of my kids, Ariana, Bella, James, Ja, and Adelie. And most of all, bless you all. Thank you. Resiliano Iniguez. Thanks to Daniel, Wayne, Winslow, Shannon Coleman, and Lorenzo Juarez, and Ian for their help. My family members who are here to support me. Margarita, Samuel, Contessa, Leila. Zaya Alvarado. Alfredo Lopez. Dylan Clark. Just want to say thank you to my family. I couldn't without all of you. Gaid Marquez. I would like to thank Shannon, Dwayne, and Daniel for helping me throughout the course. And I would like to thank my new lifelong friends I made on the way. Aldo Rivera Garcia. Thank you, Dwayne, for teaching me everything I need to know about HVAC. Thanks, Dwayne. Jose Villalobos. I wanted to say thank you to my beautiful girlfriend and my family for supporting me and helping me finish and become a better person. Alessandro Mendez Valencia. I would like to thank my gorgeous fiancé and sons for being my motivation and my family, and of course, Shannon. Anthony Paredes Heraldes. I would first like to thank God. I do everything for His glory. Cole Franks. I want to thank my parents who gave me this opportunity, my classmates for the laughs we shared, and my teachers who guided me along the way. John Shimp. Mom. Woo! Mom, I did it. Tyler Emerton. Scotty Gillian. Thanks to the school for giving me the opportunity. Thanks to my family for all of their support. Eric Palomares. Thank you for providing the knowledge I have gained and will continue to use throughout my whole HVAC career, as well continually and expanding my knowledge in the field.
All right. So now we will move on to our certificate in medical assisting and diploma of phlebotomy.
Summer Matson. Daisy López Montes. Gracias a mi papá Domingo y a mi esposo por creer en mí. Jenna Urata. Thanks to my parents for letting me have a new start. Thanks to my kids for encouraging me to not give up when at times it would have been easier to. And to Daisy, my extern teammate, who has continued to be one of the best people I've ever met. And to my instructors and charter for never giving up on me. Berenice Villalpando. I want to thank all of my family and friends for being there for me, especially my number one fan, Javier. I did it. Juliana Moreno. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Boyfriend. Mommy did it, baby. Los amo. Alaya Escamilla. Thank you to my family and friends who have supported me throughout this process. I wouldn't be where I am without any of you. I love you all so much and can't wait to see where this new journey takes me. Jasmine Aguiniga. Thank you to my loved ones and amazing instructors that supported me as I get closer to my dream. Sunem Sanchez.
That's my baby right there.
Thanks to my partner, my mother-in-law, and sisters for helping me get to where I am today, and for always supporting me when I most needed it. Daniela Pineda. To my family and friends, I want to thank you for always supporting me through my journey. Maria Baracas Valdovinos. To my family and friends, it means the world to me to have you here. Thank you for your support, encouragement, and love. You have contributed to my life. A huge thank you to my husband and daughter who believe in me. This one is for you guys. Love, Maria.
Sorry about that.
Rebecca Alvarez Lopez.
You probably got
I want to thank you, my other half. Without you, I wouldn't be here. To my mother, sister, and brother for always supporting me. Lastly, to my children, it's all done for you. Mommy loves you. Thank you, God. Rebecca Deshain. Thank you to my husband who loves and supported me through my journey. My baby for giving me a reason to push on, and my instructors who supported and encouraged me. Lene Alvarado. Thank you to all the instructors, past and present. Your dedication has been beyond compare. The labs and classwork, and for all that I am eternally grateful. And thank you to Mrs. Angela. Your joy and gratitude makes it fun to be part of the charter. A huge shout out to Mom, Vanessa. Thank you for never giving up on me. Love you with all my heart. Lorena Nunez. Thank you to my family for all your support, and I want to thank all the instructors who helped me. Cheyenne Knowles. Thank you to my family. Papa, I know you're smiling from above. Montana Charles. I'd like to thank my parents and all my family for all the support and love they gave me. Emma Marie Denny. To my husband and children, thank you for sticking with me through the tough past few months. There were many tears every time I had to leave for the evening, but not only did I make it, we made it. Jessica Villa. Thank you to all my family and friends who supported and helped me through this chapter of my life. I did it. Krista Bayer. I'd like to thank my parents, my family, Maisie Hartley, Jessica Villa, Liz Ullman from Columbia Basin Medical, Mary Pine from Pine Family Practice, Marcia from Northwest Integrative Medicine, my instructors, Mama Bear Angie McKay, and last but certainly not least, my fiance, Dustin Trailer. Yanitza Villagrana. I want to thank my best friend and all of her family. Also, I want to thank my parents, sisters, grandpa who is in heaven, and the rest of my family. Also to all the teachers that gave me so much support. A Denise Bustamante. Para ti, hermano y hermana, eso es solo el comienzo de todo lo que quiero. Te quiero hacer, los amo. Leticia Bernal. I'd like to say a big thank you to my dad, my daughter, and my other family that helped me push myself through school and supported me through everything. Also a big shout out to my favorite teacher, Heidi, for always pushing me to be better and believing in me. Rihanna Buenrostro. I'd like to give a huge thank you and shout out to my instructors and my family. Without their guidance and positive affirmations, I would not be where I am today. I am forever thankful for their kindness and encouragement to pursue my career. Brenda Diaz. Thank you to my mother-in-law. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. Thank you to my husband for your support as well. Thank you to my mother and my sisters for pushing me to pursue this career, as well as thank you to my instructors for their guidance. Lizette Cruz. First of all, I would like to thank God for giving me the strength and wisdom to help me finish my program. Thank you to my husband, my kids, and my family for reminding me that I can do this and for always keeping me in their prayers. Thank you to my instructors for believing in me and for always cheering me up. Roxana Gonzalez. I'm so grateful for my family, also to myself for not giving up, and especially the man above who helped me through it all. Daisy Arceo. First and foremost, I want to thank my mom for funding my gas, food, and even clothes when I had lost it all. To my dad for being the best supporter with his prayers. To the father of my new child for standing with me in every step of the way, to supporting me when I couldn't work because of college and long hours of homework, and lastly to God. Without him, I wouldn't be anywhere in life, really. I want to express my profound gratitude to my externship teacher, who is now my boss, Marcia. Your mentorship has been invaluable, both during my time as a student and as an employee. Lo hicimos, amigas. Filipenses 4:13. Leticia Cruz. I just want to thank my family and husband and kids for being there for me. Alyssa Slockish. Thank you to my family and in-laws that helped and cheered me on. I love you all. Thank you to my teachers and my classmates. Alpha Diaz Avalos. Thanks and lots of love to all those who supported me. Love y'all. Sharon Alfaro Munoz. Shout out to my mom for me going to school possible.
All right, congratulations to all of you, my graduates. Welcome to the stage tonight. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, so graduates, as you reflect upon your educational journey, from where you started to where you're at now, and where you're going, but how far you've come and the amazing transformation that's taken place in each and every one of you over the course of your program. And you made it through all the difficulties, through all the challenges, you made it through. And we are so very proud of you. You remembered your why, and you stuck to it. You didn't let anything get in your way, and you kept striving onwards and upwards every single day till you accomplished your goal. Congratulations. So in a minute, we're going to celebrate that change with this ceremonial moving of the tassel on our caps. However, I would like to ask all of our graduates to please stand for a moment. Graduates, I want you to take a look at your instructors. These individuals that poured their hearts and souls, all of their energy, their knowledge, and their skills into you, their dedication and their passion for their students is unsurpassed, and they truly work tirelessly to assist you guys in being successful. Please join me in thanking them for what they have done. All right, so graduates, while you're still standing, I want you to turn around and look out to the audience. Look at your family members, your friends, your loved ones that have supported you through your journey. And give them a round of applause for all of their support. All right, graduates, now take a look at each other. Look at your classmates. Look at your friends, your compadres that were with you through this journey. Thank them for their love, their dedication, and their support. All right, graduates, let's be seated. All right, could I ask all of our guests to now rise? All right, with our guests standing up, and I want you guys to give our graduates a great big round of applause. Everyone can be seated. All right. So, as campus manager, and upon recommendation of the faculty of Charter College, I am very proud to confer the respective certificates and degrees by the power vested in me by the Governing Board of Charter College, the Washington Department of Education, the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools. It is my right and my privilege to award you your respective degree and certificates with all rights and privileges thereunto. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present you with your graduating class, spring class of 2024. Graduates, you may now turn your tassels. Onwards and upwards, you guys. Onwards and upwards. All right, we're going to allow our graduates to leave, and so I'd ask everyone to please remain seated until the graduates have walked out and done their recessional, and then you can meet up with your graduates out in the lobby once we're outside.